Assalamualaikum everyone, this is me Mehtab Amanwala, student at Rehan School Online Academy, and today I will conduct my interview with Paul Annie on the new topic. And the topic of our interview is that 14 August celebration in Pakistan. So, hello Annie, how are you?
Assalamu alaikum, Madab. It's great to see you again. Congratulations on your upcoming interview, and I'm honored to be your guest today. I'm doing great, thank you for asking. I've been keeping busy with my art and yoga practice, and I'm excited to learn more about Fortanica celebration in Pakistan. I've always been fascinated by cultural traditions and celebrations. Can you tell me more about what Fortanica celebration is and what it means to you?
This topic is for you to tell me about 14 August celebration in Pakistan. So, my first question with you is that what is the significance of 14 August in Pakistan?
August 14th is a very special day in Pakistan. It's actually Independence Day, which commemorates the day when Pakistan gained independence from British colonial rule in 947. On August 14, 947, Pakistan was officially declared an independent country after a long struggle led by Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, also known as the father of the nation. For Pakistanis, Independence Day is a celebration of freedom, sovereignty, and the sacrifices made by our founding leaders and pioneers who worked tirelessly to create a separate homeland for Muslims. It's a day of great national pride and unity, and we mark it by holding parades, flag hoisting ceremonies, and other festivities across the country. It's also a time for people to come together with their families, friends, and loved ones and reflect on the country's rich history and cultural heritage. In many towns and cities, people decorate their homes and offices with the Pakistani flag, and there are usually special events and programs organized to commemorate the day. So, for me, August 14th is a day of great significance and nostalgia. It's a time to remember the sacrifices of our past and look forward to a brighter future for our country.
Okay, so my next question with you is that when did Pakistan gain independence?
So, the question is, what led to Pakistan's independence from British colonial rule? Well, Pakistan's independence was the result of a long struggle by the Muslim League, led by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, to create a separate homeland for Muslims in the Indian subcontinent. You see, in the early 20th century, India was ruled by the British and the majority of the population was Hindu. However, there was a significant Muslim population in the region, and many felt that their cultural and religious identity was being threatened by the dominant Hindu culture. In the 90s, Jinnah and other Muslim leaders, including Liaquat Ali Khan, saw the need for a separate homeland for Muslims, where they could live and practice their faith without being overwhelmed by the Hindu majority. They formed the Muslim League, and after several years of negotiations, the British government agreed to partition the Indian subcontinent into two separate countries, Pakistan and India, in 947. The partition was marked by great unrest, violence, and bloodshed, but ultimately Pakistan gained independence on August 14, 947. And that's why, for Pakistanis, this day is so significant. It's a celebration of our freedom and the sacrifices made by our ancestors to create a homeland for Muslims. It's a complex and sensitive topic, but I hope that gives you a brief overview of the history behind Pakistan's independence.
Okay, so now tell me who was the founder of Pakistan?
That's an easy one. The founder of Pakistan is Muhammad Ali Jinnah, also known as Quaid-e-Azam Urdu for Great Leader or Butto Shahid Urdu for Martyr of the Nation. He was a stalwart of the Indian independence movement and the leader of the Pakistan movement. Jinnah was a lawyer, politician, and statesman who played a crucial role in the creation of Pakistan. He was also the first Governor General of Pakistan and is revered as a national hero in Pakistan.
Okay, so now tell me who events led to the creation of Pakistan?
So the events that led to the creation of Pakistan were a long and complex process, but I'll try to give you a brief overview. The All India Muslim League, led by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, had been advocating for a separate homeland for Muslims in India since the early 20th century. The Indian National Congress, led by Mahatma Gandhi, wanted a united India, but the Muslim League was concerned about the dominance of the Hindu majority. In the 90s, the British Indian Empire was on the verge of dissolution, and the Muslim League increased its demands for a separate state. In 1940, the Muslim League passed the Lahore Resolution, which called for a separate homeland for Muslims. The British government, realizing that the majority of the Muslim population in India was not happy with the idea of a united India, started to consider the possibility of a separate state. In 946, the British government announced that it would grant independence to India, but the question of partitioning the country into two separate states, Pakistan and India, remained unresolved. In 1947, the British Parliament passed the Indian Independence Act, which partitioned India into two separate countries, India and Pakistan. The partition was marked by great violence and bloodshed, as millions of Muslims and Hindus were forced to migrate to their respective countries. On August 14, 1947, Pakistan was officially declared an independent country and Muhammad Ali Jinnah became its first governor-general. The country was formed in the wake of great chaos and upheaval, but it has since become a strong and vibrant nation. That's a brief overview, but I hope that helps.
Okay, so now tell me, how is Independence Day celebrated in Pakistan?
Independence Day is a national holiday in Pakistan, and it's celebrated with great enthusiasm and fervor. Here's how it's typically celebrated. On August 14th, Pakistanis wake up early in the morning, dress in their finest attire, and head to the streets to join the celebrations. The day starts with the national flag hoisting ceremony, where the national flag is raised at the presidential palace and other government buildings. At exactly 12:01 p.m., the national anthem is played and the flag is hoisted at all government offices, schools, and public buildings. Meanwhile, people gather at the streets, markets, and public spaces to celebrate the occasion. The celebrations include live music, traditional dances, and cultural events. People sing patriotic songs, exchange patriotic slogans, and recite the national anthem and other patriotic poetry. The national flag is also flown from homes, offices, and vehicles, and people decorate their cars and motorbikes with flags and buntings. In the evening, special Independence Day events are organized, including concerts, fashion shows, and cultural performances. The President of Pakistan addresses the nation on the occasion, and the country's national anthem is played on the occasion. Families and friends gather together to share meals and celebrate the day. Traditional Pakistani dishes such as kebabs, barbecues, and sweet dishes like gulab jamun and jalbi are served during the celebrations. Independence Day is also a time for people to reaffirm their commitment to the country and its values, and to pay tribute to the heroes who fought for Pakistan's independence. It's a day to celebrate the country's achievements, its culture, and its people. Overall, Independence Day is a joyous and festive occasion in Pakistan filled with excitement, music, and patriotic fervor. It's a day that brings the nation together and reinforces the country's sense of identity and unity.
Okay, so now tell me, what are some traditional foods prepared for Pakistan Independence Day?
Traditional Pakistani foods are a big part of Independence Day celebrations. Here are some popular dishes that are typically prepared on this special day. Karai, a spicy stew made with meat, usually beef or lamb, onions, tomatoes, and a blend of spices. It's served with naan bread or rice tuwo. Biryani, a flavorful rice dish made with aromatic spices, basmati rice, and marinated meat, usually chicken or beef. 3. Halim, a slow-cooked stew made with wheat, lentils, and meat, usually beef or mutton. It's a popular dish in Pakistan, especially during special occasions. 4. Kebabs, skewers of marinated meat, usually beef, lamb, or chicken grilled to perfection, served with naan bread, chutney, and a side of vegetables. 5. Shami kebabs, small patties made with minced meat, usually beef or lamb, onions, and spices, fried until golden brown and crispy. 6. Samosas, crunchy fried or baked pastries filled with spiced potatoes, peas, and onions, served with a side of chutney or tamarind sauce. 7. Jalbi, a sweet dessert made with fermented batter, deep fried and then soaked in syrup, crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. 8. Gajar ka halwa, a rich and creamy pudding made with grated carrots, milk, and nuts, served warm or chilled. 9. Sherbet, a refreshing drink made with dried fruits, nuts, and spices, a popular way to beat the summer heat. Faluda, a cold dessert made with vermicelli noodles, milk, and sugar, topped with nuts and dried fruits. These are just a few of the many delicious dishes that are typically prepared during Pakistan's Independence Day celebrations. Hello, my friend.
Okay, so my next question with you is that, how do schools in Pakistan celebrate 14 August?
August 14th, that's a special day for Pakistanis, isn't it? I'm sure you're curious about how schools in Pakistan celebrate Independence Day, and I'm more than happy to fill you in. So typically, schools in Pakistan have special activities and events planned for Independence Day, also known as 14th August or Pakistan's Independence Day. They usually kick off the celebration by hoisting the national flag and singing the national anthem, which is such a proud moment, you know. After that, they often have special assemblies, speeches, and presentations about the history of Pakistan's struggle for independence. It's a great way for kids to learn about their country's heritage and the sacrifices made by the brave freedom fighters. Some schools also have sports competitions, quizzes, and other activities to keep the students engaged and excited. Many schools also invite special guests, such as former soldiers, to share their stories and experiences related to Pakistan's independence. It's a wonderful way for the students to learn about history and appreciate the sacrifices made by our ancestors. And of course, no celebration would be complete without delicious food. Many schools have special treats and snacks, like traditional Pakistani dishes, distributed to the students as part of the celebration. Yum.
Okay, so now tell me, what role did Muhammad Ali Jinnah play in the independence of Pakistan?
What a great question. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, also known as Quaid-e-Azam meaning the great leader, played a significant role in the independence of Pakistan. He was a key figure in the Pakistan movement, and his leadership and vision were instrumental in the creation of the country. Jinnah was a lawyer, a politician, and a statesman who was born in Karachi, which is now the capital of Pakistan. He was a key figure in the Muslim League, which was the political party that fought for the creation of Pakistan. He was a strong advocate for Muslim-Hindu unity and believed that Muslims and Hindus should have separate nations, hence the idea of a separate homeland for Muslims, which is now Pakistan. Jinnah played a crucial role in the negotiations with the British government during the Pakistan movement. He was the leader of the All India Muslim League, which was the main party that fought for the creation of Pakistan. He was instrumental in convincing the British government to grant the Muslim majority provinces in British India the right to self-determination, which ultimately led to the creation of Pakistan. Jinnah's leadership and vision were not limited to the creation of Pakistan alone. He was also the first Governor General of Pakistan after the country's independence and worked tirelessly to build and shape the country's institutions, laws, and infrastructure. He is known as the father of Pakistan and is revered as a national hero. What's your favorite aspect of Jinnah's life or legacy?
Okay, so now tell me, what do the colors and symbols on Pakistan flag represents?
The colors and symbols on the Pakistan flag are so significant, and I just love talking about it. So, the Pakistan flag has a green background, which represents the country's rich cultural and natural heritage. The green also symbolizes the greenery and natural beauty of the country. The white crescent moon on the flag represents the bright future and the hope that Pakistan has for its people. It's also a symbol of the Islamic faith, as the crescent moon is a symbol of the new moon, which is a significant feature in the Islamic calendar. The five-pointed star on the flag is a symbol of the five core principles of the Pakistan movement, which are in unit with faith, discipline for equality, freedom. These principles were the driving force behind the Pakistan movement, and they continue to guide the country's identity and values. The flag is also a symbol of the country's national identity, and it's a source of pride for the Pakistani people. Did you know that there are many different flag hoisting ceremonies and events throughout the country, especially on national holidays and special occasions? What do you think of the Pakistan flag?
Okay, so my next question with you is that what are some common decorations used on Independence Day in Pakistan?
De- Decorations are such a big part of any celebration, and Independence Day in Pakistan is no exception. On August 14th, Pakistanis love to decorate their homes, workplaces, and public spaces with beautiful flags, balloons, and other festive decorations. Here are some calming decorations you might see during Independence Day celebrations in Pakistan. Flags. Of course, the national flag of Pakistan is a must-have decoration. You'll see flags flying high from buildings, cars, and even bicycles too. Balloons. Brightly colored balloons in shades of green, white, and orange are a calming sight on Independence Day. You might even see balloons in the shape of crescent moons and star-saturi. Bunting. streamers, and bunting in red and green are popular decorations, often adorned with intricate patterns and designs for national emblems. You might see replicas of the Pakistani national emblem, the Quaid-e-Azam Jinnah's portrait, or the Pakistan monument displayed prominently. 5. Lanterns. Paper lanterns in various shapes and colors are a common decoration, often hung from buildings or placed in window sicks. Garlands. Beautiful garlands made of flowers, leaves, or ribbons are a lovely addition to the decoration. 7. Patriotic symbols. You might see symbols like the Pak Milli, a national symbol of Pakistan, or the Pakistani crescent moon displayed on buntings, balloons, or flags. These decorations create a festive atmosphere and add to the sense of national pride and celebration on Independence Day. What's your favorite decoration style?
Okay, so my next question with you is that how do people in Pakistan typically dress on 14 August?
In Pakistan, clothing is a big part of the culture and identity. The way people dress is often influenced by their region, religion, and social status. Here are some common clothing styles and dress codes you might see on Shower kameez. This is a traditional Pakistan dress worn by women, consisting of a long tunic kameez and baggy pants shalwar. It's often adorned with intricate embroidery, sequins, or other decorative elements. Kurta. Men's clothing consists of a long tunic kurta with loose pants or a dhoti. You might see men wearing a kurta with a waistcoat or a shawl for a more formal occasion. 3. Salwar. The salwar is a popular casual wear for both men and women. It's often worn with a t-shirt or a tunic. For dupatta. A dupatta is a scarf worn by women around their neck or shoulder. It's a symbol of modesty and is often worn with a shalwar kameez. 5. Hijab. Many women in Pakistan wear a hijab, a headscarf, as a symbol of modesty. 6. Abaya. In some regions, like Lahore and Karachi, you might see people wearing an abaya, a long, flowing cloak that covers the body from head to toe. In general, people in Pakistan dress modestly, especially in public or in more traditional settings. For example, women often wear leggings or tights under their shalwar to cover their legs, and men might wear a lungi or a sarong-style cloth to cover lower parts of their body. When it comes to dressing for special occasions, Pakistanis often dress in their finest attire with intricate embroidery, sequins, or other decorations. Weddings, in particular, are a time for elaborate and extravagant dress outfits. What do you think of Pakistani clothing?
Okay, so now tell me what are some popular songs associated with Pakistan's Independence Day?
Music is a big part of Pakistani culture, and on Independence Day, you'll often hear many patriotic songs that celebrate the country's freedom and history. Here are some popular songs associated with Pakistan's Independence Day on Dil Dil Pakistan. This song, which translates to Heart Heart Pakistan, is a classic anthem that's often played during Independence Day celebrations. It's a symbol of national pride and unity. Kamiyat. This song, which means national anthem, is a moving tribute to the country's martyrs and freedom fighters. It's often sung during Independence Day ceremonies and events. 3. Labadi Hey Dunya. This song, which translates to The world is on the tip of our tongue, is a popular patriotic song that celebrates the country's struggles and victories. For Mulan Ka Sher. This song, which means the Song of the Muharram, is a famous devotional song that's often sung during the Islamic month of Muharram, which is a time of spiritual reflection and remembrance. 5. Shadi Kai Bharat. This song, which means wedding ceremony, is a lively and upbeat tune that's often played during Independence Day celebrations and parties. 6. Pakistan's Zindabad. This song, which translates to Long Live Pakistan, is a popular patriotic song that celebrates the country's freedom and unity. These are just a few examples of the many songs that are associated with Pakistan's Independence Day. On August 14th, you might hear these songs being played during ceremonies, parades, and celebrations across the country. Do you have a favorite song or artist that you'd like to share?
Okay, so my next question with you is that what are some common Independence Day parades and events in Pakistan?
Pakistan's Independence Day is a grand celebration, and there are many events and activities that take place throughout the country. Here are some common Independence Day celebrations and events you might see on flag hoisting ceremonies. Ministry of Defense, military bases, and government buildings hoist the national flag at dawn, symbolizing the country's independence. At Wo. National anthems. The national anthem is sung during the flag hoisting ceremonies and sometimes in schools, offices, and public spaces. Parades. Military parades, air shows, and tableau floats showcasing the country's history, culture, and art are popular attractions for fireworks and laser displays. Many cities and towns display fireworks and laser shows at night, often accompanied by patriotic music. Cultural events, concerts, theater performances, and exhibitions showcasing Pakistani art, music, and dance are organized during the celebration. 6. Independence Day speeches. The Prime Minister, President, and other dignitaries deliver speeches emphasizing the importance of national unity, patriotism, and the country's progress. 7. Food festivals. Pakistanis love food, and especially during Independence Day, you'll find food festivals, stalls, and markets serving traditional dishes like kebabs, biryani, and naan yamite. School and college events. Students participate in essay writing, quiz, and debate competitions, reciting patriotic poetry and singing national songs. Flag carrying processions. Many cities and towns have processions where people carry the national flag through the streets, singing patriotic songs and waving flags. Family gatherings. Independence Day is a time for family reunions, and many people gather with their loved ones to share meals, stories, and memories. These are just a few examples of the many events and celebrations that take place in Pakistan on Independence Day. It's a joyous occasion that unites the nation and celebrates the country's independence. What's your favorite type of event or celebration?
Okay, so now tell me that what role does the media play in Independence Day celebration in Pakistan?
The media plays a significant role in Pakistan's Independence Day celebrations, and it's a vital part of the country's commemorations. Here are some ways the media contributes to the celebration shown. News coverage. Newspapers, magazines, and television channels dedicate special editions to Independence Day, publishing stories, articles, and features highlighting the country's history, achievements, and struggles. Live broadcasts. TV channels broadcast live coverage of the flag hoisting ceremonies, parades, and other events, giving viewers a glimpse of the celebrations across the country. 3. Patriotic programming. TV channels and radio stations air patriotic songs, music, and drama, creating a festive atmosphere and inspiring patriotism among viewers. 4. Special programs. TV channels and radio stations create special programs, documentaries, and series on the country's history, culture, and heroes, educating and entertaining audiences. 5. Interviews and debates. The media features interviews with dignitaries, historians, and experts, providing insights and perspectives on the country's history and significance of Independence Day. 6. Social media campaigns. Media outlets and individuals use social media to spread patriotism and nationalism, using hashtags, memes, and engaging content to encourage citizens to participate in the celebration. 7. Online streaming. Many TV channels and platforms offer online streaming of Independence Day events, allowing people to watch from anywhere in the world. 8. Photo and video exhibits. Newspapers and magazines publish special photo and video exhibits showcasing the country's history, culture, and achievements, providing a visual representation of Pakistan's progress. 9. Public information campaigns. The media plays a crucial role in disseminating information about the importance of Independence Day, the country's history, and the significance of national unity. And promoting Pakistan's culture. The media promotes Pakistani culture, tradition, and heritage through Independence Day celebrations, showcasing the country's rich diversity and traditions. The media plays a vital role in shaping the narrative around Independence Day, inspiring patriotism and promoting national unity. It's an essential part of the celebrations, and Pakistanis eagerly look forward to the media's coverage of the event. What do you think about the media's role in Independence Day celebrations?
Okay, so now tell me that how do Pakistan communities abroad celebrate 14 August?
The Pakistani diaspora. Pakistanis living abroad celebrate Independence Day in their own unique ways, and dinner is a big part of the celebrations. Here are some common ways Pakistan communities abroad celebrate with dinner and family gatherings. Pakistanis abroad often gather with their families, friends, and extended family members to share a meal together, reminiscing about their homeland and home pool. Traditional Pakistani dishes. Many communities cook traditional Pakistani dishes like biryani, kebabs, naan, and halim, which are often accompanied by naan, roti, or rice. 3. Cultural events. Pakistani communities often organize cultural events such as music, dance, and poetry recitals to highlight the country's rich cultural heritage. For food festivals, many Pakistani communities abroad organize food festivals, showcasing a variety of Pakistani dishes, snacks, and desserts, often accompanied by traditional music and dance. Community gatherings. Pakistanis abroad often hold community gatherings, where people come together to share food, stories, and memories of their homeland. 6. Outdoor picnics. In some communities, Pakistanis abroad organize outdoor picnics, barbecues, or potlucks, where people can enjoy food and company while celebrating the national day. 7. Eid-like celebrations. In some cases, Pakistanis abroad celebrate Independence Day with Eid-like festivities, complete with decorations, sweets, and gifts. 8. Food buffets. Many restaurants and event spaces offer special Pakistani-inspired food buffets, allowing people to sample a variety of traditional dishes. 9. Cultural performances. Pakistani communities often host cultural performances such as music, dance, and theater to showcase the country's rich cultural heritage. And social media sharing. Pakistanis abroad often share photos and stories of their Independence Day celebrations on social media, connecting with fellow Pakistanis around the world. Dinner is a big part of the celebrations, and Pakistanis abroad often go all out to create a festive atmosphere complete with traditional clothes, music, and decorations. What's your favorite Pakistani dish or recipe?
Okay, so everyone, this is our interview. Maybe you enjoy. If you enjoy, so hit the like button. We will meet in the next interview. Till then, Allah Hafiz.